Hey guys, Jack Griffin here, and welcome to a new video. And finally, it feels so good to get back here. I haven't done one of these in a long time. This is Beast Quest Beast Review, Series 25, The Prison Kingdom. Now, this series is personally one of my favourites. It's a really good series. And it's one of the most important to me when I was younger. So I do owe this series a lot. It's one I've been off of reviewing for some reason, but I don't know why. But today, we're going to review it. Now, we're just going to get right into it because you guys have been waiting for this for months, and I can't wait to review this one. So, but just before we do, don't forget to go check out Adam Ferns, Lucas Green, and You Unknown. They do amazing Beast Quest content as well as other fun stuff that I think you guys will enjoy. So, go check. Oh, God, it feels so good to say that again. So go check them out, and without further ado, let's get started. So first one up is A Quarter, the All-Seeing Ape. Design I gave a 7. I love the patterns on its belly, the one eye with the teeth. I love how it's slamming the ground, the rocks flying up, and the just it running and the saliva from its mouth. I really enjoy that about A Quarter. Abilities I gave a 6. It has an eye on the back of its head, so they can see backwards. It can, when it slams into the ground, it can make the earth shake, so tremors. Sharp teeth, sharp claws, and is really strong as well. It can break quite a few things. And the fight I gave a 6. Now, personally, I think this fight's really good. For some reason, a lot of people don't really seem to like A Quarter. But I think this is one of the best starters to a Beast Quest series. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the plot. So the plot is basically, there's this 500-plus-year-old wizard called Zargon, who was an enemy to Tangala, and he's in Vakunda, what is known as the Prison Kingdom. He's kidnapped Rotu, Prince Rotu, as we all know, and Tom Eleno, Queen Aurora, and one of her guards, known as Yara, who is actually my least favourite character in all of Beast Quest, but we'll get to that later, has to come along and free him. So yeah, that's pretty much the plot. Not much, but it's actually an alright plot. And I feel like this was good because they pretty much they strangled A Quarter to death. That's fun. I feel like, personally, this fight could have been a bit more interesting, but overall, it's actually a really good starter to a really good series. So, there you go. The total for A Quarter is 19 out of 30. Great first book to a really good series. For a Monkey Beast, which I never actually talk about this when I talk about Monkey Beast, compared to Durog, definitely 100% better than Durog. Design-wise, not so good as Durog, but hey-ho, still good. And I enjoyed it. I haven't read this series in a while, but thankfully I've got a lot of it etched in my top-notch brain. Right, next up is Lycaxa, Hunter of the Peaks. Design I gave a 7. Personally, I think these first two have the weakest design. I love how it's in the pouncing position, the snow it's kicking up, and its claws and the saliva just coming out of its mouth. I swear this literally, the bees, Elena and Tom, all their poses are remade for one of the Series 26 covers. I'll have to check later, but I'll have to, but I'm not quite sure. I think so. Abilities I gave an 8. Nico. Fuck. He's blind, but he uses his hearing. I believe he can blend in with the snow. Nick. Sharp teeth, sharp claws. Is really agile. And, which he has an ability we've never seen before. He can move and control the mountains. That is so cool because that messed with the characters throughout the story. And I really like that, how it was just an obstacle of the beast, like just trying to stop our main characters. It was really good. Yara's useless in most of this series, but yeah, fuck. So that's good. Sorry, the ability and the fight I gave a 7. Wish it was longer, but it was a really good fight. The ending's brutal as well. How Lycaxa basically gets defeated by getting impaled by a spike, like a rock spike, And Tom feels pity for him, but then Lycaxa just says, I'm taking you down with me, and tries to kill Tom. But thankfully, of course, Tom manages to survive. But that shows how brutal and not only crafty and cunning Lycaxa is, but like I said, brutal he is. So that was really good. One of the best Peace Quest books in my opinion. Really fun second book. So these first two books really good. Total for Lycaxa is 22 out of 30. Really good book. 5 minutes. This might be one of my shortest reviews. 5 minutes and we've already got through 2 Beast Quest books. Wow. And you know what? Let's carry on that way. If I do feel like I'm rushing, I am sorry. But due to timing and stuff, I am trying to and events because I have got to go do something later. I'm trying my best not to rush this, but I do want to get this out to you guys as well. So I'm just jumping straight into it. So, like I said, Lycaxa, great book. Next up, just to make the series even better, is Glarky, Spear of the Depths. One of the best water beasts in all of Peace Quest, in my opinion. Design I gave an A. In my opinion, the best design of the series. I thought he was like a plankton beast, but he's actually meant to be like a snake beast. I don't know why he doesn't look like a snake, but he is, apparently. I love, the back, the big bulbous purple eyes, the antennae, the frills on his serpent body, and his blueness and little, tentacle bits on the end of his, his head. It just looks so goddamn cool, but also creepy at the same time. Abilities, like Lycaxa, I gave an 8. Agile in water, thick hide, sharp teeth, and he can freeze the water and turn them into weapons, which was, it was shown in personally one of my favourite moments, when he froze the water, right? He froze the water, and he made them arrows, and he sent them at our heroes. And that was really good. I actually was worried they wouldn't make it out. Well, not really, because I kind of knew they would, but still, I mean, it was really good. They were really close to death in this book. But yeah, so Glarky is another really good beast. One of the best war beasts in my opinion, and he is the best design of the series. I feel like Glarky really pulled this series up just as much as Acorta and Lycaxa did. Once again, the fight is short, so I wish we could have been a bit longer, but it's not bad. Total for Glarky is 23 out of 30, the highest score of the series, and one of the best water beasts in history. Well, not history, but Beast Quest, in my opinion. And I'm like, oh my god, this series is really good. Let's finish it off with the final book. It's going to be really good. Personally, this is the most disappointing beast in the series. But let's move on to the final book of the series, Diprocks, the Buzzing Terror. Design I gave an 8. To be fair, Diprocks does have a unique design for being a hornet beast. I love the yellows and browns on her wings, of course the webbed, the net eyes that bugs have, the patterns, the green stuff she has on her head. Just looks really cool. Abilities I gave a 6. She can fly, really agile in the air, sharp mandibles, and she can sting. That's pretty much about it. And and sharp claws, legs. And the fight I gave a 5. There were 2 separate fights, but I wasn't as interested in this one than I was with Acorta, Lycaxa, and Glarky. I feel like this is because, well, it was basically Zargon and Diprocks teaming up to attack Aurora, Tom, and Elena. And spoilers and plot twist is that Yara is working for Zargon. She's a villain. But the problem was, she was such a jerk since she got into several arguments with Elena. She was useless. She caused many obstacles for them to face and many enemies after them. That when it's revealed that she's a villain, I already feel like she was a villain in the first place. It's not as big. Maybe if she was really sweet, but there was a hint of like suspiciousness, and then of course it reveals that that she's actually evil. It wouldn't personally, in my opinion, made the plot like the big twist more bigger and better. But no, we don't get that, sadly. And the end is basically just Zargon is, well, the castle Vakunda crumbles and Zargon's dead. Like is buried under. Is he dead though? No, because spoilers, he's the main antagonist of Series 26. A lot of people are not really big fans of Zargon. Personally, I find him to be good. Like I think his backstory is interesting. One of the oldest villains being over 500 years old. But that doesn't really save like Dip Rocks as a book. Oh yeah, and they get Yara prisoner. Thank God, throw her into prison, and they save Prince Roy too. I don't think that Dip Rocks isn't a bad finale. Definitely, she's definitely not one of the worst finales, but she's definitely one of the weaker bug beasts. I can see why they wanted to make a bug beast because, well, bug beasts are popular. One of the most popular kinds of beasts in Beast Quest. But I don't know, dude. I don't think Dip Rocks was a good choice. If you'd have made the fights more interesting, I definitely would have said this was a good finale. But it's not bad, but it's not the best, personally. The total for Dip Rocks is, like a quarter, 19 out of 30. Overall, a decent finale to a really good series. I don't know really what to say that hasn't already been said. It's definitely one of the best designs for a book beast. As a beast on the whole, though, the abilities are pretty much what you'd expect from just a normal Hornet, and the fight overall, while it weren't bad, I kind of expected it to be a bit more like in the air or like bigger or longer. Who knows? But yeah. But let's get to the score. The total for Series 25, the Prison Kingdom. Wait, did I say it was the Prison Kingdom? If I didn't say at the start that it was Series 25, the Prison Kingdom, that's the title. Yeah, that's the title. Is 83 out of 120. Definitely one of the best series of the 20th generation. And in my opinion, this was the final, like, odd number series in the 20th generation that was good. Because, spoilers, the even, and well, I'll talk about it more when I get to Series 26, but, yeah, that's basically, it. But Series, 25... Is it a good series? Yeah, like I said, it's a really good series. And most of the beasts are good. And most of the fights, like I said, are also good. I think my two biggest complaints I have to give this series, though, is Yara, for one, and two, all the fights, they were all around 2 chapters long. I know, if these fights had at least gone over 3 chapters long, like, I don't know, I remember that Minos had freaking 5 chapters, but I don't really go with that again. Or, like, Cobra and Trillion, the whole damn book, but that's mostly for a finale, like Trillion and Cobra, because they are the finales. Yeah, so Yara and the length of the fights, in my opinion, are the only, like, two biggest, like, the two biggest downsides of this series. Is it the best series? No, definitely not. Is it one of the best, though? Yeah, in my opinion, it is one of the best series. Definitely one of the best in the 20th generation, and one of the best Beast Quest series overall. So, with that being said, let's get to the ranking. Now, the ranking... now, my ranking is basically kind of like stuff... I don't know. My ranking is basically... one that many people might not agree on. If they do, then thank you. Now, I should just say this in all these videos. This is just my opinion. You don't have to like this. Like, maybe you hate Series 25. Maybe you really enjoy it. Good for you. But personally, I think this is really good, and only one beast drags it down. And that being my least favourite beast of the series, Dip Rocks, the Buzzing Terror. Kind of made sense, to be honest. 15 minutes. Wow, can we get it done in 20? Let's find out. Dip Rocks. I pretty much said everything. It was a really weak twist at the end with Yara being a villain. Couldn't. The beast itself is a unique design, but the abilities in the fight were just average at best. And this is really the only beast that let this series down. The other three I really enjoyed. This one I somewhat enjoyed. It's not bad, but yeah, I wouldn't really go back to read this book. If I had to read the series, I definitely 100% would read this book, but yeah, not really. Wouldn't read it again. Third place is A Quarter, The All-Seeing Ape. One of the best stars to a Beast Quest series. One of the best stars in general. One of the best ape beasts. One of the best monkey beasts. Justice. I really feel like this is one of the most underrated beasts. I really don't think people should give this quite a bit of hate as it should get. Because the only downside is that the abilities are not the best, and the fight is not the best, and pretty much the design is not the best. But they're all good at best. That's pretty much a word. The best. That's what implies to Beast Quest. One of the key themes. Best, or really good. But A Quarter, I think, definitely is one of the most underrated beasts. I really feel like a lot of you should give A Quarter a bit more of a chance. And overall, it's a good starter. Do not offend A Quarter. Yeah, but it is overall a really good starter. Second place. Now, originally this was a tie, because when I first read the series, I could not decide. But in the end, it only made sense to me. Oh, also, I said how Glarky died, didn't I? I don't think I actually said how Glarky died. Oh, damn it. Basically, Tom threw a harpoon and killed him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's, personally, that's one of the downsides of Glarky. A small harpoon kills this big beast that has these really cool powers. I don't really think he should have died that way. If it was a bigger thing stabbing him, I definitely would have understood. But I don't get how a little harpoon, especially since apparently he said his hide's like really thick. But yeah, but it did give off Jaws vibes, like because the character was just stranded in the ice cold water. And this was definitely one of the best sea beasts I've ever had in Beast Quest. But sadly, it's not first place though, because first place is the one and only, like Axa, Hunter of the Peaks. Like Adam, this is, well, also his favourite. Like Axa, just has such a brutal bloody death at the end. Has a really cool ability, being able to move the mountains, of course. And just the design itself, well, it's nothing really special, sadly. And personally, yeah, I think, personally, Like Axa actually has the worst design of the series. But it's still really fun. Like, if you read Like Axa, you're going to have a blast. And I wouldn't be surprised if either this one or Glarky was your favourite. They're both really good. And with that being said, that is all for this time. Oh, and don't worry, Series 26 will be coming soon. I don't know when. Might be coming in June. I don't know. But when it does, I look forward to it. It was so good to get back to Beast Quest again. And don't worry, Sequence Battle of the Beast is of course still going on. I will try to do more videos other than Sequest. I want to get back into stuff. I do have plans for certain series that I did actually make a video on. But I'm not going to say anything yet. But with that being said, that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press that notification bell down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.